Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and we've got some big updates on the wholesale used car market in today's video. Before we get in this video though, as always, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. And a lot of the information provided in today's video comes from Cox Automotive. Let's get into it. So the big headline figure is that wholesale values month over month declined by about 1.6%. Now this is the seasonally adjusted decline. The non-adjusted decline is over 3% month over month. And so this shows that wholesale values are still going down, but things are definitely slowing down. Now, if we look at the year over year decline, it's still over 10%. And something to note that they put here in the report is that this isn't too crazy, because from July 2020 to April of 2022, there were double-digit increases year over year, 22 times between those two. So it just shows that, yeah, if we have a year over year double-digit decrease for several months in a row, that's not too crazy, because we had a bunch of double-digit increases year over year. Now, the next thing to note is going to be the different segments and how those are faring. So if we look at compact cars, year over year, there's a decline of about 15.9%, luxury cars 12.6%, mid-size cars 14.2%, pickup trucks still the softest, or at least, I shouldn't say the softest, but still the best with holding value. 6.6% decline year over year, CUVs and SUVs 11.5%, vans 9.9%, and the total year over year decline, it's actually over than I thought, 11.6%, so a little bit higher, which is kind of crazy. And then the next thing is going to be the auction conversion rate. So this is the amount of cars that get sent to auction versus the ones that actually sell, and it's now below 50%. It's 48.9%, and that is happening at the same time that the values that cars are selling for is below 100% still. We're at 98.6%. So basically what's happening is cars aren't selling at auction. More than half of the cars that go to auction are not selling. And if they do sell, they sell for below the book values, basically. And if you're wondering, what we usually see this time of the year, we usually see a sales conversion rate of over 60%. So like, this is still a really weird market when it comes to the wholesale world. And so this is now we're going to dive into, what I've been hearing from dealerships. So it's kind of more of the same, which is boring, but that's just kind of how markets tend to be. So if a dealership gets a really good car traded in, they're not going to send it to auction. Even if they sit on that car for a long time, they are going to hold on to it. The only times that I've heard of dealers selling cars at auction is because they've just run into an issue where they just simply have too much inventory. But that is extremely rare. Like, it is just not happening in today's market. And so dealers are holding on to all of the good pieces. And so anything that dealers send to auction is, 99% of it's complete junk. You got that 1% where they're sending it to auction, not because they should, but just because, again, they've run out of inventory space. And if you're wondering why the dealers are running out of inventory space, it's because dealers finally have new cars to sell, and they have so many new cars to sell in some cases that they've just run out, I've seen so many scenarios where dealers are literally running out of parking on their lots, and so they just have to get rid of cars just to free up space. It's a pretty interesting situation overall, and sometimes they lose a lot of money because of that. But regardless, with everything that's happening, I think that we're going to continue to see wholesale value declines. They're just going to keep getting smaller and smaller as the market stabilizes, and the retail side of things is going to catch up. I think it's going to take a few more months, but once everything is all caught up, it's most likely going to be a pretty boring market when it comes to YouTube content, because it's just going to be talking about slow, steady declines across the market, which, again, there's nothing exciting about that. It's not, hey, the world is falling and crashing and everything and all of that kind of stuff. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on the wholesale market. Do you think that this is just a little blip and we're going to see much larger declines in the future? Or do you think that we're just going to continue to see this trend of kind of slow month over month declines? I'll see you.